welcome to yet another episode of Bigpins Radius. Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button to keep you updated on any of our future episodes that we may have. I'm your girl, Naomi Womboy, the one and only. I got my girl Fresha in the building, and of course, the one and only Big Pin. But today, we got a special guest. He's a man of many talents, I guess you could call him. He's a jack of all trades. And we're going to get into that. It's Teleh.
Hi, Telemani.
Hey, got Teleh in the building.
Telemani. Yeah. That's
Better known as Zablon. Zablon David Mwakitele.
Wow.
I had to. Teleh has been managing groups, but he's better known as an event organizer.
Right.
He's been doing very many successful events like Earth Dance and Conscious, Hakuna Matata. Yeah. So we are so glad you could grace us with your presence.
Thanks for having me. So the first time I met Big Pin, you might not remember, but it was my cousin K-Rapt had taken me to the Gopa Studios. This is like 2000.
Yes. I don't know personally,
but
in meeting,
Yeah, so that's the first time I met him with the late Isa, and it was at the studio. That was the first time I met him, but then we became closer, I guess, a few years after that. And, ever since, it's just,
So this has been a friendship for over 10 years.
Way over 10 years.
Way over 10 years, man. We're clocking 20.
I think almost clocking 20. It's not 18, 19 there. Yeah. So I remember when Nini started, High Five. Was it called High Five? Remember High Five?
Yeah, I remember High Five.
You had a Nini on High Five.
Yeah.
And I used to think this guy is so cool because his profile was so lit.
No.
At that time. I don't know if you guys remember High Five? That time. So that was just the new beginning of social media. So it's like, this guy is he's K-Rap's cousin, because he's of course now like a bit younger, but he's like the things he's doing are really amazing. I'm like, wow, like you can't be on that level like that.
Yeah.
There's a time, there's this Kenyan promoter in Dallas. He's called Kelly.
Oh, you took Chris to that? You're the one who took
So I hooked him up with Kelly, and then he goes all the way to Dallas. And they didn't even pay you, right?
No, man.
He never paid.
You did the event for free?
No, I mean, because you see what happened? This guy was like the main plug of the Dallas gigs. It's like, like going to the States was a big thing then, and somebody getting to organize for you a tour or anything like that was really like a big thing.
Yeah.
He was already part of that. So he even told me, you know what, Pin, I think, like he was really sort of following like our career, because since we were friends with K-Rapt, and he was there, so he sort of followed. That's how I feel like he sort of followed like our career. So he was just always there, like he'll just give advice, hook you up with a gig.
He was like studying the industry.
Yeah, so he was just there. He'll like if you want something to do with events or whatever, talk to Teleh. He has like the hookups. He knows someone. So he told me, me have a guy. I mean, I can organize for you. This is like a good time. I remember him telling me, Paka, he was even. What's like now? Asking me where Ebu go do this. It's sort of like a manager-ish. It's like I think you should do. Try this. Okay, this is good. But since he was younger, he felt like he seemed to know what he's doing. But so he had that sort of like aura. So he went to this. I mean, so he hooked me up with now a guy called Kelly. He's like, this is the guy this is the guy on the streets right now. This is the guy, if you want to do like a proper successful tour, like a hook you up with that guy. Kelly apparently is very successful now,
Yeah.
He's doing well, man.
He finally learned how to pay people.
Yeah, but
manage his business.
So I get to.
You went straight to Dallas, right?
No. Because my bro is in LA. So remember,
okay, yeah.
So I get to LA. So I'm at my bro's place. I pay for my own ticket, by the way.
Yeah.
So
we'll give you per diem, bro.
Yeah, nothing, So we do the first gig. First gig is perfect. I think being paid out $1,800. I remember.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So the gig. So there was a way like now he gets the gigs, then I'm paid. Then I give him like
a cut.
A cut because
Yeah.
he's doing the connect. So that was the agreement. So the first one went well. So this is from LA. So I'm in LA. I'm with my bro's place, my family. So I'm enjoying. Like I was okay. Like going. So it's like I'm here and I'm going to see my family. Plus I'll be on tour. Like how cool is that?
It's so cool. Yeah.
That's perfect. So the next gig I think was in.
Was it Memorial?
No, there was another one. Then now Memorial now was his gig. Because
yeah.
he was a Dallas guy.
Yeah.
Dallas Memorial is
Yeah.
like big, very big. So it's like no, he expected that it's going to be crazy. So I must be so like the date is coming. First of all, the agreement of where we're going to stay is like so like you're going to give me a place to stay.
Kulala kwa couch.
No, it's kulala kwa couch.
Kulala kwa couch again.
But I was staying at his pal's place.
Okay.
So
Who Kichimbi?
Not Kichimbi. Kichimbi now, I mean Kichimbi now a bit late.
Oh.
In the middle of all this. So anyway, I get there. The guy tells me at so I'm asking, wait, so Memorial Manzi, I'm not thinking like flyers. I'm not thinking posters, like what's happening? We're supposed to be having a gig. It's like I don't know really like what happened. So in my head I'm like, does this guy know who I am?
Yeah. Ulikuwa naishi na tall.
Hapana si tall. The not pal of what is it called? There was the pal of theirs.
Okay.
But tall now used to stay with a different guy.
Gotcha.
But sort of like in the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in my head I'm like, this guy thinks I'm who, man. It's not like I need this, Not like I'm desperate. Like I'm good.
I'm BIGPIN. Yeah.
So first of all, me, like I'm a nice guy. Okay, I think like I try to be a nice guy. So I'm like I'm accommodative. It's an event. I understand things can go. Maybe he wanted to get me a hotel, but he couldn't. But it's gone in some. It's okay. Like it's me. I'm not about that.
And you
I'm
couldn't
about
call.
the event.
You couldn't call Tele. And
I was here.
It's in
Yeah,
Kenya.
but okay, Tele organizes. So Tele couldn't influence how he was treating you.
What
there.
can he do?
What can I do?
What can he
Yeah,
do?
the organizer there. So once you're already.
So anyways, of course now her gig didn't go down, it didn't come, so now me started complaining. I'm like, first of all, you're telling me about these other places that it's okay, we can't have this one, this jazzy, this thing, it'll just be easy. I'm like, now you've already started now like on this slate. It's already not like a good relationship anymore. So I need some things which need to be done as per agreement. Otherwise, me, I won't leave it.
And I never learned from that.
Then the guy tells me, like he made it look like he's doing me a favor.
Oh,
so I'm
my
like,
gosh.
bro, like I paid for my own ticket.
Yeah,
I did whatever I need. Like
Which
I'm
is not
okay.
supposed to happen. You're supposed
like
to pay
my
for
family lives here.
everything.
Like I'm fine. Like
Yeah.
my mom was in the States. So it's like, you know what? So I just left. I was like, you know what? It's okay. So like I talked to my mom. I remember my mom rented for me an apartment in Dallas now for like a whole month.
Oh,
So I
okay.
stayed there. Then now I now got new organizers. Now Kina Tom of Uru Clothing. They're like, because they're asking me, what's happening with the tour? So I told them, like, you know what? We can reorganize now the tour. So now we started again. So I had like 1 month break. Then now the tour now kicked off perfectly well. Good agreement. Now we went everywhere.
Did you ever perform for Memorial?
No, I never did the more.
Was there even a show?
The crazy thing is that's the same guy that put cream in jail.
Why is it?
Yeah, it's Kelly. Kelly's the one who
So why
set
did
him
you
out.
you should have not used him again? Did you save a ties with him after that? Like
But now he's good though. Now he's good here.
He's
like doing the
right.
right thing, I hope.
Yeah, but we still don't have a relationship. After that,
when you came back,
cream
did you tell him what happened?
He knew already.
I already knew.
He already knew. Because he's seeing there are no posters.
Yeah.
The promoter is not him because he knows like the name of the league.
Breakpoint.
So of course, he could just tell. He could just tell.
Paka hapa kumenda mrama hapa.
So like as an event organizer, you face a lot of those challenges, huh?
Right, yeah.
Like you can commit to something with someone and then they just don't follow through with what they had said. Is that something like for one of your big events, like somebody said they're going to do something and then last minute, is there like...
Yeah, so I did an event in 2019 with Conscience, and the security was trash. So those are near stampede. It reminded me, Osman, of experience. You remember?
It's man of experience.
Because luckily nobody
Got hurt.
people fell, but no one died.
That event was late. I remember
Are you serious?
It was, so I mean, security is usually the biggest hassle after trying to find the money to even put the event together. because if I want to book Chris or Nyash, I have to look for deposit. You know,
Because they want
I was just gonna
Exactly.
I was just gonna say that, like, event organizers, there's a lot of like stigma behind. Like when I hear of event organizers, especially here in Kenya, I'm just like, oh, what, another one? Like you get like there's so much bad behind it because there's some event organizers who don't pay their artists, who aren't professional enough. Like, so what makes you different? Tell us what makes you different.
I
Give
pay
them
my
some
artists.
advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never had any complaint
I
about
pay
it,
my
today,
artists.
whatever you tell us.
You
No,
know,
it's so important. It's
how I
important
get
for
the
your
money to pay
reputation.
them is another story, but I pay them. Yeah.
No one has ever complained and said they've not been paid after an event or they were paid less than what was expected.
I mean, you have contracts with that. Those ones will be there.
Yeah.
So, like, which events, have you ever thrown any events that Pin has performed at? Like,
Funny
Damn.
enough,
No, we were supposed to do Hakuna Matata, and I was gonna do this whole Ogopa reunion.
Yeah, but
And damn, come and think of it, I've never actually done a gig
But
with Pin.
we were supposed to do the other one for this one when you brought. Who did it? Oh no, it was my local thing. The one he did at.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't even do it. The one for Ngongrescos.
For Ngongrescos.
Yeah, we didn't even go down. I was trying to do a whole Kenyan
so that
thing.
was the Nini. But
Yeah.
now we are.
No, you should
Yeah.
actually do an event.
I think I'm here just to tell you.
With COVID.
Oh, okay, now,
Give me a
by
loan.
the way, let me ask you. Now, how did COVID affect you?
Hey.
and me.
I think
All of us.
It's not been easy.
For events, it's been hard.
It's not been
hard,
easy.
yeah.
impossible. It's crazy.
Because I think the whole of COVID started when last year.
Yeah.
March is when the, like,
All of
When there was lockdown,
Yeah,
like
lockdown.
serious
Yeah.
lockdown.
so I only did one event last year, as opposed to like I used to do like 5 events in a year, but now we did this. There's this band from Nigeria called Alternate Sound. So we did that, and then now this year so far I've only done one. We wanted to do Hakuna Matata, we couldn't, financial issues, and also just a lot of backstabbing by people in the industry. So
You have to worry a lot about that, yeah, backstabbing and people trying to do what you're doing.
yeah, and it's and even brands don't support event organizers that much. Like, you need to know somebody. You know how, like, to get a job you need to know somebody there. So even to get sponsorship you have to know, like, the marketing manager and probably
Was it easier then or now with social media?
It was easier then.
It was easier then.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
because
That's
I feel like
the
people were actually going to events.
yeah.
Right. Now everybody's scared, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
People don't want
you
to
know.
be in
No, I'm saying
spaces with a lot.
pre-COVID. Was it easier then or now? Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID was one of the best times of my life.
So it was easier to organize events.
Oh yeah.
Now than
No. Now it's harder.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
feel
about
it's
this
harder now,
year.
yeah.
I'm
It's
just talking about like the time, you know, like pre-social media and with social media. Has it been easier to organize events pre-social media and with social
Well,
media?
I never really organized an event pre-social media. I think social media was there from the onset.
But also, I feel like you have, if your name is tied to like something like Hakuna Matata, like that. A lot of people know. You know, that's a name in itself. You don't even really need advertisement. Once Kenyans hear Hakuna Matata is on, we were like, yeah, let's buy the tickets.
To create that brand for like Hakuna Matata, like
So I left rehab in 2012.
You were in rehab?
I was in rehab in 2012
For?
for 4 months.
No, for what? Rehab for?
This and some powdery stuff.
Alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was there for 4 months, and you know, when you're in like, I just started thinking of, you know, like, when I leave, I want to do, you know, something that can cut across, because you see, I can go with Hakuna Matata to Dubai. People will still understand Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I was in rehab, and that's where the idea came to me. So I left rehab. I hooked up with my bro Cream and DJ Protege, So at this point in time, everybody was going to Costo for New Year's. Like Coast was a thing. So I was thinking to myself, okay, not everybody goes to Coast. Why not do something in like Naivasha? It's out of town, but it's close. It's what, like an hour, 30 minutes away. So we went to this place called Fisherman's. We did a deal with them. And the rest is
History. And you know people came out
That's
because
what-
Coast
yeah,
is so
that's what-
expensive.
That's 2013 is when.
So that's when you can say you held your first big.
Yes.
Your first big.
Yeah,
event.
I used to do. There's a club. Forgotten my bearings. There's a club over here called Barcode.
Barcode. I remember.
So
Barcode.
yeah,
I remember
Barcode. Barcode is where I actually started entertainment, and then started doing events at Pavement, which was right next door, and then we moved to the mall
I'm so
rooftop.
sorry. I've just
Yeah.
remembered something. You are DJ also.
Yeah, I was a DJ.
Hey, now you jack of all trades.
That's how I
man.
started.
Yeah, that's where it started from me. I remember DJ. I remember even that.
So it was DJ Red Eye.
DJ Red Eye.
Okay, before we move on, and you surprise us with more, is there any other titles that you have, sir? Are you a rapper, an undercover superhero? Okay, you're an artist.
But,
Since what?
I don't sing,
rap, yeah.
but I
Hey,
love
writing is art.
writing.
Yeah.
Like a ghostwriter.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I keep on saying this. I think I'm an amazing husband and dad.
Oh, that's the most important. That's the most important.
Yeah. So, what other title? I'm Chris's friend. Hence. Yeah.
Sorry to digress,
Right.
but you mentioned that you were in rehab. What led you to that?
Decision.
Yeah, like how did you find yourself at that low to get to?
Bigpins Radius